up, everybody? This is Gregory, your host for your Medicare and You, by choice, the senior podcast. This is the place where you get the information that you don't get anywhere. This is the one that we talk to you like if we are in front of you in your house and the dining table and you're asking us questions. The purpose of the podcast is to get your questions without you being there. I'm trying to make it so you don't have questions and make the wrong decision. That you can get the care that you need, that you can get the equipment that you need. And talking about equipment, that's the topic of today's podcast, is medical durable equipment. And for that, what I done is I recruited one guy. His name is Andy. His last name is Macklin, right?
Andy Macklin.
Macklin. And these last names, I'm telling you, it's so simple. Rodriguez. Santiago. But I'm getting used to it. And Andy is a friend of mine. I seen his heart. I seen him work. I know he cares for people. And that's the way I invited him to be part of this podcast. And hopefully he's going to bring some great information to help you understand a topic that we don't talk about, but pretty much everybody needs at one point or another a medical durable equipment. Good morning, Andy. How are you?
I'm fine, Gregory. How are you?
All right. Well, before we go into the topic, let me ask you something. How did you get into the Medicare business?
Well, this is actually my second stint in the insurance industry. And this time I've been in it almost 5 years. But 3 years ago, I made a commitment to go into the Medicare side of the business. Being a senior citizen myself, I felt like I could help people in ways because I'd been there and done that and help them avoid the pitfalls of this maze called Medicare that they're going to be going through in order to get their healthcare insurance squared away. So that's how I got into it.
Yeah, great. So let me ask you something. Do you have a slogan?
Yes, well, the slogan basically is I try to help people get as much as they deserve through their Medicare programs.
You see, the reason I asked this question, I started asking them is because that gives you an idea where the people come from. What is their heart, you know? And I'm glad that you're here, and I know you care. And I asked you, I didn't give you much time to prepare, but I said, Andy, can you come? And you say yes. And I just want to talk about medical durable equipment. What can you tell me about that topic?
Well, today we're going to talk about the services that are provided through Medicare. We're not going to talk about Advantage programs. That's for another day.
Yes.
But people need to be made aware of the fact that there's a whole variety of different items, merchandise, durable medical equipment that they can fall back on if they're in need of it.
Yeah.
Durable medical equipment examples would be things like walking canes, wheelchairs, glucose measuring machines. There's just a whole host of equipment that's available to Medicare recipients that can make their life a lot easier from that standpoint. So I think one of the best parts about my job is making people aware that these items are available and they can make their lives a lot easier because of it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, you're absolutely right. When I was in 2016, I went to a house of a senior. She wanted information to switch plan or was thinking to switch plan. So I went into the house and it looked like a hospital. I mean, he had so much equipment. And I was afraid to disrupt the care. So I just visit with her and I talk and to the caregiver and all that. And I said, ma'am, if your health plan is giving you all this, I don't want to. I want to sleep nice. I don't want by mistake that you miss, because she had a lot of equipment. We think medical durable equipment like canes and wheelchair. This goes beyond that. I mean, it's so big, and I don't know how she was paying for it, but I know she was getting a lot of equipment. How did people pay for that? How did that cover?
Well, first of all, the doctor has to prescribe it, so you just can't go somewhere and get the equipment yourself.
No Walmart.
No, yeah, yeah. You can't go to the Walmart. Yeah, Walmart's durable medical equipment is not a division yet, so that's not going to be a source for you.
Yes.
So your doctor has to prescribe it to begin with, and the doctors are very knowledgeable about suppliers in the area, and in most cases, they've dealt with these suppliers on multiple occasions, so they know them quite well. I don't know any doctor that would steer a patient, one of his patients, to somebody that wouldn't do a good job for them.
Yeah.
The cost is going to be it's a 20% copay, flat out, and the provider has to be made aware of the fact, or knows the fact, that he cannot charge more than what that 20% balance is to the patient. That's against the law to do that. So your doctor is going to be a big source, not only for prescribing these types of items, but where to go get them for you as well.
And it's 20% of the Medicare approved cost.
That's exactly right.
So it's a different than the retail normal. Medicare will force the retailer to lower the provider, the supplier, and then it's 20% of the lower cost.
That's correct. That's correct.
Wow. So they just have to pay 20%. They will own it. How do they get the stuff? What options?
There are three options, basically. You can either buy it, you can rent it, or you can do a combination of the first two things. A lot of people that are financially stressed choose to rent these items, the cost of which can be very reasonable from that standpoint. So other people, if they feel like they're going to have it long term, see an advantage in going ahead and buying the item outright.
Yes. When my mom, she passed away, we got a bed, an electric bed, a regular bed, different equipment. Some of them my sister bought, some of them she was paying monthly and then renting it. And then when she passed away, they took it away. So you don't necessarily, if you don't have the finances to buy it, you can rent some of this equipment and have it there. And the good, like you said, the good thing is that your doctor knows. You don't have to worry that, you sometimes driving down the freeway, you see some names, some stores, but really it's a good to follow where the doctor sends you, because they know the plan, they know that it's original Medicare, and they will work with you.
I think the biggest part of that too, Gregory, is the fact that if the doctor's recommending a place to you, that should give the patient a lot of confidence in the fact that they're going to be dealt with fairly.
Yes.
Because these things are subject to a lot of different scams and things of that nature.
Yes.
Having the doctor recommend a place where you can go can give you the confidence to know that they're going to be treating you fairly.
Yes. And it's now that you mentioned that, I seen on TV, your back hurts, call here. If you have original Medicare, call this number and we give you. Well, be careful with that. Talk with your doctor. The doctor is the one that authorized. And like you said, scam. There's people wanted to make money out of Medicare, and they'll sell you stuff and they'll make you spend money that you don't necessarily need. Or maybe you don't know that the Medicare will cover it and you pay for it. So it's always good to talk with your doctor to get it authorized through them.
Well, the other point that needs to be made here also is that these companies, these suppliers, really they go through quite a process before CMS approves them as a supplier. Again, they're one's tied to the other. The doctor's tied to the supplier because he usually uses, one or two, depending on the item that they're looking for. But again, they're trying to do what they can to put people in a position where they're not afraid to go take care of this type of work.
Yes. Well, I know it has to be more than a wheelchair and a cane and what kind of equipment are we talking about?
Well, like a CPAP machine, that's covered.
That's good to know.
You have automatic external defibrillators, which a lot of people don't realize that those are available as well. You got blood glucose monitors and supplies. Uh, there's just a whole host. There's hundreds of items that are available through prescriptions by your doctor that can help you. Most people, when they walk into a doctor, the doctor will recognize right away that he's got something for them that'll help make their life a lot easier, and they come out shocked a little bit that something like this is available for them, because they haven't had to do something like this before. So it's a pleasant surprise for a lot of the patients.
Okay, and do they have something personal to wear as a medical durable equipment, or it's all just wheelchair beds and stuff like that?
No, there's a whole variety of not only medical equipment, but supplies that go along to support your unit, like with the CPAP machine. Every once in a while, you have to change masks. The masks pretty much wear out.
Yeah.
There's hoses that go along with the CPAP machine. All these things, when you add them up, are part of the service that is durable medical equipment.
Prostheses?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. You've got motion machines, like for people that may have gone through knee surgery, for example. You get on these motion machines and they rotate the leg. They move the leg to keep you fit from that standpoint. So lethargy doesn't set in and kind of upset the apple cart from that standpoint. There's just so much that's available here. If you really want to find out about it, go to Medicare.gov, and in the search box that's on the homepage, you can put durable medical equipment or DME. Either one works. And you can see the lists of all of the items that are covered by Medicare. And there's also a search box in there for supplier within a certain radius of miles, so that if your doctor doesn't know where you can go to Medicare.gov and get this information as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, this is a topic that we don't talk about, but if you feel you need something, a bed or one of the machines, talk with your doctor, because maybe yes, you will be able to get it covered by Medicare, 20% only. But remember, it's about your health, and the best question is the one you ask. Doesn't matter if it's very deep or whatever. Ask the question. Ask your doctor, because you earn these benefits. And it's designed for these years of your life. So don't suffer, don't have a lack when you can have something great. The chances are you will have something to help you improve your quality of life and have a better, happier, healthier life, right?
Absolutely. The bottom line here is that people just are not aware, unless they're in the industry like we are. They're not aware of a lot of these benefits that not only are available to them, but they've actually been paying for it through the years by their payroll taxes, etc. Yes. And like you just said, I want to reemphasize the fact that people, when they fear something, they generally fear something because they don't know anything about it. And that's why it's so important to have a good relationship with your doctor, because your doctor is going to be kind of the keystone of this whole situation as far as durable medical equipment is concerned.
Yes. Well, you need a doctor. When I used to be in the commercial property P&C, I used to tell the business people, you need a good attorney, you get a good CPA, and you need an insurance agent. Well, in this, I said, you need a good insurance agent. Right here, you will find one. Go to the directory and look for one that will answer the question. We're giving you a little bit of information to get your curiosity if you have doubts. And this is not designed to make you an insurance agent, just to show you that there is options. And go to Medicare.gov. And if you still you have questions, go and look for your agent or an agent down there. Call Andy right here. You key in, you're seeing his name. Go key in his name and he's going to pop up. Ask him, do you mind answering a phone call or an email from somebody?
I cannot help people unless they call me.
There we go. So the invitation, the offer is there. Give him a call. And time is of the essence. And we've been I think it took longer than I expected for such of a topic that we don't talk about. And I hope the information that we provided, that Andy provided for you, is beneficial for you. And until the next time we'll talk, stay safe.